I've got it through OBS. It should be up and running. What's the stream channel? It should be working. It's live, dude.
So yeah, hopefully we are back. I believe we are back. Are we back? Hopefully we are back. But yeah, we kind of missed the first push there. But all you need to say is Munchki did have a few disconnection issues, and the Dream Team rolled over that first point and got a lot of ult charge as well for their troubles. But they were quickly defended and forced to reset from that point B. Now they are coming in with an ult advantage here, a huge ult advantage actually, with 4 ults available and almost at Transcendence as well. And Munchki unfortunately lost all his ult charge as well when he disconnected, so that's a bit unfortunate, but they're going in through that left side. It's not a route you see very often, but that Reinhardt has been May-walled off, and now they're diving in on him, but the May-wall is now broken off, and well, the Riptide has gone in and gets Noxious in the back line, and in fact D-Mech Shulman as well, and now there's attack visor for Otten. He gets 2 kills, easily done with that D.Va defense matrix down. Mayfon trying to delay as best as possible with that Primal Rage, and in fact the Earth Shatter goes down as well, completely denying him, and he gets pinned and taken down. Chunglu meanwhile doing a ton of work with those mines, and well, that's going to be a very, very fast cap for the Dream Team. 4 minutes and 42 seconds left on the clock, and they get a second attack as well. And well, Cutesocks have their work cut out for them this time to defend this. Once again guys, apologies for all the tech issues. We've had a bit of trouble here getting the stream working, but it should be alright now.
Check this out. Hello there.
And well, once again, as I said, the Dream Team have 4 minutes and 42 seconds to cap that first point and get 1 tick, sorry, on that first point. So Cutesocks is going to have their work cut out for them for sure. And as we see, Noxious actually moving on to that Mercy, so they're going to try and get... Oh, there's going to be another pause, so not sure if Munchki is disconnected again. But as I was saying, Noxious on that Mercy, definitely trying to use that res to get that second attempt to defend on that first point. That's all they can really do right now. Try and put all their eggs into one basket and hope for the best. Munchki is having tech issues once again, and unfortunately there's nothing much we could do about this. That's it's just what happens sometimes with online tournaments. Well, but the Dream Team almost being gifted really a win on Hanamura with all this disconnecting going on for the Cutesocks. As Vinny is making a terrible pun in the chat. Not even gonna, I shouldn't have even acknowledged that, it was so bad. Well, looks like we're ready again. Munchki has reconnected, or rather his lag spikes have ceased. And probably going to be back into the game any second now. But let's talk about Dream Team's composition. They're playing that Junkrat and that Genji. Once again, Arton star on Genji as always. And in fact, they've switched the roles around a little bit. Vinny Lu is going to be playing, he's always going to be playing that main tank role, and Flipjack actually on that Zenyatta. So, see how that works for them this time, as we see that Mercy going to be pocketing Cookie on that Soldier 76, as we see Dream Team trying to make their way up to the high ground on the left side, and they manage to do it. They force the members of Cutesocks back onto the point. And now they've got a very good position with this long-range poke, as we see Nathon diving in there with Hazza following up as well. But Nathon gets trapped by that Junkrat, and the Discord all comes in, but in fact Hazza gets the first kill onto that. Zenyatta is not able to disengage properly, and now Dream Team desperately trying to get onto the point as they're getting collapsed on by the members of Cutesocks. And still no picks taken, no Showman gets the pick actually onto Chung Lee, so now they're 2 men down, but of course the spawn timers are favoring the attacking team here, and in fact doesn't matter, Cutesocks is cleaning up the members of Dream Team, and well, looks like they have to reset for another push, and actually Cutesocks did that very, very well. They managed to charge up that res, they managed to charge up that nano boost, the tac visor, and Hazza has almost got a Dragon Blade as well, so very, very nice defense for them. Lots of ult charge coming from that. Otten, of course, has his own Dragon Blade ready, and he's going to pull it out now and try and get the picks, but no, nothing gotten. Meanwhile, a nano boost has been put onto Nathon, I believe. And Otten, meanwhile, gets that Mercy there with the last bit of his Dragon Blade. Attack vibes are pulled out now for Cookie, and he manages to get a pick, and Hazza is pulling out his own Dragon Blade. The self-destruct also managing to get 2 kills there, including the DMAC onto Bree Free, and that's going to be a successful defense, an expensive one for Cutesocks. They had to pull out 3 ults there to get that defense, but Dream Team also committing their own couple of ults. I mean, Cutesocks would probably be happy with that one because they still have that res. They managed to save that one. And a couple of swaps coming onto the Dream Team right now. Otten switching over. Some confusing my words here. Otten switching over onto that Soldier 76. They want that long-range hit scan to try and compete with a poke from Cookie, and in fact Cookie takes him down with the damage boosted rockets. That is a very nice pick there to open up the fight, and Showman getting Chung Lee as well later on will mean the Transcendence from Flipjack committed, but unfortunately I think they're going to lose this fight with the opening picks going all the way of Cutesocks. Hazza taking out Flipjack as well and dashing into Lund to confirm that kill as well. Bree Free getting 2, including the DMAC, but immediately rezzed up by Noxious, and this is definitely going to have to be a reset for the Dream Team. Pretty inefficient, you would have to say, in the end. Only the res having to be committed there to completely shut down that push by Cutesocks. And, well, Cutesocks is doing very, very well. There's a very hard ask to hold for 4 minutes and 30 seconds on this first point of Hanamura, but they're managing to do it so far. And they still have that ult advantage. A lot of ults almost going to be coming online. Hazza very, very close to that Dragon Blade. And in fact, there's a role switch for Dream Team once again as they try and go through that high ground onto the right side this time. As Otten is now on that Ana. And Flipjack has switched over to the Soldier as we see the rotation come out for Cutesocks, and Nathon manages to get Flipjack very, very early. The members of Dream Team are now trying to disengage as fast as possible, but Cookie gets a late kill onto Lun, and Munchki also taking out Vinny Lu. A damage boosted Ana shot actually taking out that Winston. Well, Bree Free is going to be brutally staggered here, and that's going to cause huge issues. There's probably only really 1 push left for Dream Team, so against all odds, Cutesocks is very, very close to pulling out the miraculous 4 minute and 30 second defense on Hanamura A. That's going to be something if they manage to pull this out here. As in fact, they have a huge ult advantage as well with the Nano Boost, the Tac Visor, and the Dragon Blade. And in fact, the Dragon Blade is first committed by Hazza, and the but it's completely countered by that that sound barrier, and the Nano Boost is now onto, I believe, Cookie with that tac visor. He manages to get a pick, but Chun-Li responds with 2 picks there onto the Mercy and the Genji. Vinny Lu also committing that Primal Rage, getting the kill onto Cookie, but Nafon meanwhile is coming back with 2 kills. Shaman also teaming up to finish off Chun-Li. Nafon is still getting kills, 1 onto Vinny Lu, and that Cutesocks tank line coming through there at the end with a clutch performance. Munchki is switched off onto the trade set to try and get back to the point as fast as possible, and Lan is the last one left alive on the point, and he's taken down. That was an amazing defense for Cutesocks to get that draw on Hanamura. Absolutely amazing performance. Not often you see a over 4 minute defense on point A. That was amazing. Well, and you have to say, really, the eggs were all in Dream Team's basket there. They had a almost gifted map win, really. 4 minutes and 30 seconds to attack to get 1 tick on the first point. That's just really as easy as you can get, and they didn't manage to do it, so I'm not sure what the comms are like right now in the Dream Team channel, but I would assume there won't be very many happy people on that team right now, and we'll see whether that manifests in some tilt going on as we've seen in previous weeks, but definitely not a very good performance by them. See where they managed to pull it back here on in fact, are we going to Control next? Thought the next map type was supposed to be Escort or Hybrid, but apparently we're going to go into Oasis. Not sure what's going on with the map pool today, but well. Oh, I think this is going to be the tiebreaker. Apologies for that. We're going to have 1 map of Oasis for the tiebreaker, and it's going to be Oasis City Center for this one. Well, very good map for Pharmacy. In fact, Hazard is hovering over that. I don't think we've seen much Pharmacy really from Cutesocks from memory, so this is going to be a bit of an interesting one to see them play Pharmacy and the Ana, not the Lucio on a control map. It's not often you see that either. Of course, Dream Team is going to stick to that Genji Junkrat composition that they ran on Hanamura. We'll see whether it works a bit better for them on control. And, well, as we start off here on Hanamura, both teams making their way, sorry, not on Hanamura, on Oasis City Center. Both teams, in fact, Dream Team is going to be both teams actually going to be trying to take care of that, get control over that jump pad first off, and Nafon gets the first kill onto Odd, and he dives a little bit too far and is punished for it, and Cutesocks have the advantage early on. Shaman getting a kill onto Chun-Li as well, and Haza meanwhile completely uncontested. He's dealing out tons of damage with those rockets, damage boosted rockets. Cookie getting the kill onto Flipjack as well, and it's just a cleanup job right now as Nafon and Shaman teaming up there to finish off the last couple of kills, and the first cap does go to Cutesocks. So very nice execution there on that first push, and well. One thing is, it's very hard with this composition. As Otten has now switched over to Soldier, I think that's the right choice. We need something to contest that Pharmacy up there in the air, completely uncontested right now. But Chun-Li is still remaining on that Junkrat. I'm not really sure about that pick on Junkrat. It is very, very strong, but on control, and especially on Oasis, you probably want something a little bit more consistent at longer ranges, as we see Cookie is firing those rockets into that choke, and they're trying to attack through that right hand side. They managed to get back in onto the point. Vinny Lu is taken very, very low, and Lun is also Hazard getting the kill onto Lun and Chun-Li there at the end, and Cookie and Hazard teaming up there to finish off the last few kills. Only the self-destruct there committed by Shaman to get his mech back, and Otten does get the late kill onto Hazard there with some nice shots, but it's of no consequence. And They did manage to get 10% there during that fight as Cutesocks were forced to disengage on the dive, but immediately flipped back, and they're getting up to past, almost up to 60% now on that cap meter, as they're going to try that left-hand side once again, try and get control over that high ground. Cutesocks is dominating this high ground right now, and Briefly goes in by himself. Chungli is there, but he's slept, and Briefly, meanwhile, taken very low, he's forced to come down, and Otten commits that tag visor in the middle of it all. He gets 2 kills, including that D-Mech onto Shaman, and Nathon, though, and Cookie, meanwhile, decimate that backline, and, well, the tag visor also pulled out now for Cookie to clean up the remaining members, and Dream Team have to reset once again. So once again, very nice ult usage by Cutesocks to repel that push. They did take, they did give up the initial picks, but they managed to pull it out there with those ults. And Aphon popping that primal rage, bashing everyone down. And Vinny Lou is the only one of Dream Team on that point. He pops his own primal rage, and he's reinforced with that sound barrier as well. Chungli, meanwhile, demeching Shaman with that Riptire. And Cookie, though, the barrage does come down, doesn't manage to get any kills. In fact, he's taken out by Vinny Lou with that primal rage. The nano boost onto Nathon now, trying to delay as much as possible. And the Reds comes through onto Hazard. Cookie kills off Chungli as well. And unfortunately, the Dream Team is quite scattered right now. Nathon is doing a ton of work trying to zone out the members of the Dream Team. He manages to get Otten there in the end. Meanwhile, the high ground is still completely uncontested. Cookie is just raining down damage from that high ground. The double kill with that Helix Rocket as well. And he gets Flipjack on the Mercy. And now it's into overtime, and unfortunately it's not enough. Briefly desperately trying to get back onto the point, he's not able to, and Cutesocks with a resounding win there in the tiebreaker to take our first map. And once again, Hazard with that monster performance on Farah, doing a lot of damage and a lot of work, getting those early picks very, very quick, as you see the double rockets there to get the kill. D-Max Briefly as well, and gets taken out by Cookie, Otten there at the end, but the damage was done, and well,
I'm just doing my job.
Cookie on that high ground, completely uncontested. No one was there, not even the Diva, to put a defense matrix in his face. That's really what Dream Team needed to do. They needed to push Cookie off the high ground, but he was just free farming damage there at the end, and well, if you leave a soldier alone like that, there's not much you can really do. Well, we're up to that second map now. It's going to be Escort or Hybrid. We'll see what Cutesocks want to ban. We might see the Numbani ban, I reckon, from Cutesocks. Not a map that they seem to be all that comfortable on. They probably don't want the cheese to come out from Dream Team either. Numbani, very good for Torbjorn, very good for Symmetra. But I'm just gonna take a quick check to see the stream's working. Looks like it's all good, so that's good. Please let me know if it's not working. Dorito. Actually, they banned King's Row. That's a bit of a surprising ban. King's Row, probably the most popular escort map in hybrid map. Sorry, in the pool. But they do ban the King's Row. They probably don't want to play that anti-dive composition with the Reinhardt, Zarya, and Junkrat. They probably don't want to play against that on King's Row. Very, very potent on that defense on point A. So that's probably the reasoning behind that ban. And the Dream Team have chosen Dorado. Not a map we see all that often, but definitely good. It's especially good for Junkrat, I have to say. Another very good map for Junkrat. And looks like both teams are ready. And as I said, good for Junkrat, and also very, very good for Pharmacy. So we might see that come out once again from Hazard. And well, Dream Team, despite almost being gifted Hanamura, have lost the tiebreaker. Now they find themselves one map down in this series against a resurgent Dream Cutesocks, who had a lot of tech issues. Munchkin disconnecting multiple times and losing all his ult charge as well, but still managing to pull out the win. And Cutesocks coordination definitely looked very good today, despite having despite losing the normal flex support player in Pizza, who has done so much for them in previous weeks as well. So Noxious is the substitute. He's going to be probably playing the Mercy, and as I said, Hazard is going to be on that pharmacy, it looks like. Definitely a very good pick for Dorado. On that point A, you can just fly completely behind the enemy, behind those buildings, around those buildings, and get a very nice flank. The enemy really can't do much, even if they have a soldier. If you're pressuring the front with the dive, with the Winston, with the Junkrat, with the Genji and the D.Va defense matrix in their face, and you come around the side or the rear with that pharmacy in the air, there's not really much you can do as a defending team unless you're very coordinated and manage to disengage onto that high ground on the right side perhaps. But well, as we see a bit of a cheese comp actually coming out from the Dream Team, the Mercy Junkrat and the Orisa on the tank position. And they're going to be holding this high ground, but they're getting shelled completely by Hazard here on this Pharah. And the dive does come in from Nafon, but he's forced back. And now the shield is down, but the defense matrix is there, and the shield is back up now. Nafon getting a lot of damage there, but Otten gets the first kill onto Hazard with the damage boost as well. And, well, meanwhile, actually, the payload is moving underneath the archway, so they managed to get through the hardest bit. And, well, they may be on that high ground, but actually a couple of kills now going the way of Dream Team, and unfortunately I think that's going to have to be a reset from Cutesocks. They're probably going to have to back away to stop feeding ult charge. And they do so. Cookie, of course, on that Genji this round. So they're trying to go for a bit of a more divey comp with the Genji, but the Pharmacy to provide some long-range poke. This is probably, if that bit was hard against the Orisa, this bit is probably the second hardest stage of this first map, as we see Chun-Li getting that kill on Damansky with the Riptire. Not much you can do about that as an Ana these days. Riptire is very strong and almost silent when it jumps through the air, so often you get pretty much no warning. And Hazard taken down there, trying to do a bit too much on the poke and expecting Noxious to be there healing him, but he wasn't. And well, Cutesocks will probably be well served to disengage here and just group up, try and dive through the right hand side, try and get behind the enemy, or maybe go through the left hand side onto that high ground and take the flanking round instead of trying to go through this tiny choke where Orisa spam and Junkrat spam is so strong. As we see, the D.Va is trapped and he's taking a lot of damage. He is demeched. As meanwhile, Chun-Li gets the kill onto Cookie as well, and the attack visor is out for Otten. Not really getting much, but they managed to push the members of Cutesocks back, and they would really be well served trying to take the flanking round on the left side here instead of going through this tiny choke. In fact, Nafon is doing that right now, but he's kind of by himself. He could be easily focused down, and I think that's probably what's going to happen. No, the Primal Rage comes out now, and he's very low. He's forced to back away, and now the Dragon Blade out now for Cookie, but countered by the sound barrier and the damage boost from that the bongo drum, I would say, from that Orisa. The double kill with the Riptire, but immediately rezzed up, and Chun-Li gets the trap onto Cookie there, kills him again. The nano boost onto Nafon, and trying to do whatever he can to contest. The self-destruct goes down for Free, but I think it was mostly to get that mech back again. And Otten, meanwhile, just taking out the healers in the back line. Well, self-destruct out now for Shaman, but sorry, no, yeah, I believe that was for Shaman, and it gets the remake again. And I'm afraid this is not really working. What Cutesocks really need to do is on this high ground on the left side. They can go through the secondary choke, they can come in, try and take out a squishy on the in the back line of the Dream Team, and meanwhile the pharmacy should go around the right side over those buildings, and in fact they're trying that now. In fact, this is perfect. And meanwhile, the attack visor now for Otton, but he's taken down by the barrage. Clutch barrage there from Hazard in the back line. They're immediately rezzed up, but Shawman gets the late kill to Vinny Lu, and he's not rezzed. And Munchki gets the DMAC onto Free as well. Noxious is taken down by Chun-Li, but and the Riptire as well, getting the DMAC into Shawman. Meanwhile, Flipjack on the Mercy getting the kill onto the Baby Diva, and Otton's Helix Rockets taking out Munchki as well. Unfortunately, I think it was too little too late for Cutesocks. They had the right idea on this final push, but unfortunately there really wasn't enough time. The Primal Rage now for Nathon taking out 2, and the res, actually this might be a very good tempo res, might allow them to get some progress. Cookie getting a kill onto that Winston, and now he's got that Dragon Blade, he's pulling it out, he's getting Otton, and he gets Flipjack as well, and I think there's going to be some progress. Actually, Cutesocks managed to pull it out, and they may be able to push all the way to the end here, as the spawn timers are definitely going to be really bad for the Dream Team on overtime. And they managed to cap that point A. So eventually they did manage to eat through that outbank that they kind of fed Dream Team there by trying to push through that choke, and they managed to get that dual flank that I was talking about going, which gave them a lot more chance of winning the team fight. And well, now Dream Team trying to hold his high ground as best as possible while getting shelled by Hazard on that pharmacy. Hazard is having a much better positioning right now, trying to use the cover of the buildings to block as much as possible. And now the attack visor comes out for Otton. He's trying to get what he can, but unfortunately he's not really getting much. Hazard is taking low, but immediately healed up, and Otton is taken out by Munchki's grenade. So unfortunately that's an ult pretty much wasted, as Cookie gets the kill onto the Mercy as well. The nice sleep there onto, I believe, Free, but he's immediately woken up. The Temporez comes through for Munchki. Good decision there by Noxious to bring back that healer, and now the Dragon Blade coming down, but countered by the sound barrier. So ults being traded out left and right by both sides. And nice sleep once again onto Free. He's completely taken out of the fight, and the self-destruct comes out, and I don't think he's going to get out. No, he gets Otton, but Free manages to escape. And now, well, once again, the Temporary is coming through onto 2 members. And, well, Vinny Lu, meanwhile, getting 2 kills there on the respawn, and Free's self-destruct will mean that's definitely got to be a reset, but not really an efficient fight by both sides. But I think Cutesocks came out ahead on that. They managed to charge up an ult nano boost, they managed to charge up a barrage. Now they have an ult advantage because they managed to bait out that sound barrier from Lun. So no more support ultimates for... Oh, nice sleep dart once again there, and the nano boost goes onto that Winston. Nathon is jumping onto the back line of the Dream Team, forcing them down from that high ground, and he gets the kill onto Chun-Li. Cookie follows up as well with the DMAC, and this could be a nice little opportunity for Cutesocks to get some progress onto that payload. The self-destruct also comes out now and gets 2 kills, actually, both the healers down from that self-destruct, and Cookie and Nathon now chasing that Otton on that soldier. They managed to take him down, and this is going to be quite a lot of progress. They're probably going to get through the archway before the time the Dream Team managed to come back, but we are into overtime now. Dream Team only need to win 1 more fight to end this map, but meanwhile, we have 4 ults ready for Cutesocks, so it's going to be very, very hard for them to do that. Otton does have that attack visor, and Vinny has that Primal Rage as well. All important delay tools there. And the attack visor is pulled out on the engage, but he's being battered by Nathon there with the Primal Rage. But no! There's a C9! There is a C9! And no one is on the payload. And, well... Not sure what we can really say about that. No one of Cutesocks on the payload, and the push ends early. They were in a very good position there to get that second point, and even pushed it into the 3rd section of Dorado. But, well, everyone off the point. Bit of communication error there by Cutesocks. And ends their push prematurely. And I think Dream Team will probably be very, very happy with that. Once again, things going a bit wrong for Cutesocks, and they have a very good chance here to pull back the map score to 1-1 with a win on their own map pick on Dorado. Well, as we see the compositions being hovered over now, Flipjack is hovering over that Widowmaker. Very good choice on Dorado A as well, so we'll probably see him pull that out, or he might stick with it. He might just get the peak and try and get an early pick and then switch off again. But once again, Cutesocks having superior ult efficiency to Dream Team. They're getting a lot more out of their ults. They're managing to keep their ult economy healthy, and Dream Team looking a bit scattered, but few crucial mistakes, giving them a bit of an opportunity to get back here in this series. Well, looks like we're going to see a similar composition coming out from Cutesocks. The Soldier and the Genji are their chosen DPS. And Noxious is actually going to be on that Lucio this time, so that extra speed boost to get people back onto the defense. And Chun-Li immediately diving in, taking extremely low, and he's taken out there by Cookie as well. And, well, that's not a good way to start off your attacking push. But Nathan there doing a lot of work on that Winston from that high ground. Very nice play from him, and as he dives in there onto the backline, Otten and Lun under a lot of pressure, but Vinny's there as well, and he's forced to jump back to get some heals. But meanwhile, Otten taking him out, and the Helix Rockets onto Hazard during the dash will take him out as well. And now they have a good opportunity as we see Vinny diving in there with Chun-Li on that Junkrat. He's slept. Very nice leap dart, but meanwhile Lun does get that kill onto Munchki. And this is going to be a good opportunity here for Dream Team to push this cart through the archway. And they managed to do so. They're well into the courtyard now. And I think this could probably be a quick first point cap because of how late Noxious died there. But no, they managed to get back. But Otten's already built up attack vibes. He does commit it. Doesn't really get anything as he's corralled into that room. No, Showman getting taken down, and Chun-Li getting that kill on the Nephilim as well. No one really there to contest the cart. And Dream Team do manage to complete point A, and Cutesocks have to kind of pull back here and reset because they're trickling in and feeding a lot of ult charge to Dream Team by doing so. They've lost the high ground control as well because of those staggered kills. Chun-Li has taken ownership of that. And unfortunately Cutesocks now in a pretty bad position to defend point B as they're trying to dive back in, take control of that again. The Riptide not really getting anything, but Vinny and Chun-Li getting those kills onto the diving members of Cutesocks. And now they're diving into the backline, trying to confirm the kills and push them off that high ground. And Chun-Li getting that direct hit onto Cookie, taking very low, but he's healed up. The Dragon Blade comes out for Hazard, but he's taken down by Free with the boost. And meanwhile, the payload's still pushing. It's getting very, very close now to that yellow box of victory. Shaman getting the kill onto Free, but he's immediately rezzed up. And Free's self-destruct, meanwhile, is demeching Shaman. The Prime Rage out now for Nathan. He's trying to do whatever he can, bashing the members of Dream Team around, trying to get them off the point. But Vinny, meanwhile, gets the kill, the late nano boost onto Nathan as well, trying to keep him in the fight for as long as possible because that Winston is so good at delaying. But Chun-Li's Riptide, meanwhile, demeching Shaman again, and Otten with that tag visor once again, taking out Munchki, and he gets Nathan as well. And well, there's a huge advantage now for the Dream Team. This could be their best chance yet to complete the map, and they do so. And, well, you have to say, that mistake by Cutesocks there, both, well, two crucial mistakes, really. I would have to say probably a multitude of mistakes, both on the attack, but the big one was definitely the C9, ending their push prematurely, and allowing Dream Team an all too easy attacking round. They only had to push it to almost point B. And well, Dream Team do take a map. I think this is probably, if I just check the leaderboard, how many maps have they taken this season? Oh, they have taken 8 maps, so this is their 9th map victory. So definitely something to savor over the second team in the league, second on the leaderboard in the league as well. So sorry, I think that was not the amount of maps. Probably the first map, actually. Map score, yes it was. Actually, I was looking at the cumulative round score. So they've taken 8 points. So this is the 9th. Or probably more because they did take Hanamure. But this is their first map victory of the season. So very well done to Dream Team. They're pulling it out and turning their luck around somewhat. And now we're going to be going on to control. And Muskie wants to ban Antarctica. Well, unfortunately Antarctica is not in the map pool. So, I mean, it would be interesting if we could have a 1v1 tiebreaker. But yeah, that Dorado attack there from Cutesocks definitely riddled with a few errors. The inability to really think outside of the box on that push, trying to push through that choke against that spam composition that Dream Team was running with the Orisa and the Junkrat. Definitely lost them a lot of time, fed a lot of ult charge. The Dream Team gave them a lot of a much better opportunity to hold. It ran down a lot of the clock and gave them a much better chance to hold them without allowing them to complete the map. And also, well, the C9 was the big one. I think we've mentioned that enough by now. And well, the attacking aggressive dive there from Nafon it was a good opportunity to get some kills there in the backline but Vinny Lu immediately coming back with the counter dive meant that, well, he was taken out early, and that snowballed into a very, very easy point A cap for the Dream Team. And unfortunately, the Cutesocks just weren't able to come back from that because of the way they were staggered and the way they were forced to give out that high ground. So, well, fortunately, it all kind of went wrong there for Cutesocks on Dorado, but let's see if they can pull it back here on Lijiang Tower, which will be our map. As Lon is spamming the Discord saying that they won their first map of the season. But definitely something to be proud of, guys. But yeah. We're going to be going on to Night Market as our first map. Sorry, not Night Market. My bad. I believe this is like... What is this map? I've kind of forgotten. Not Control Center. Not Night Market. The other one. Gardens? Gardens. I think it's Gardens. Anyway. This is a very good map once again for Pharmacy, and I think it's going to come out here for the Dream Team. Flipjack hovering over that Flower and not on that Mercy. And yep, they're going to stick with it. So Pharmacy coming out, and once again sticking with that Junkrat. Chongli has played that all series long. Meanwhile, Cookie is playing my favorite hero, McCree. Great to see that come out, and McCree has made a bit of a comeback here in the meta recently, and he gets the early kill on the Flipjack, but unfortunately he's Noxious, falls off the map. But Shaman cleans out that kill onto Otten as well, and there's a very good opportunity here. They're one man up. Cutesocks is Chongli getting the kill onto Navon Bahaza, demeching that Diva. Kills now going the way of Cutesocks, and they get that first cap as well, taking control at that point, and they're probably going to be able to stagger the kills onto Dream Team here as well. And Cookie doing a lot of work there on that McCree, taking out Flipjack once again, and Lund does get a late kill onto the Lucio Noxious, but Cookie meanwhile getting 2 kills, the Lucio and the Winston. And in fact, I was wrong, the first cap was taken by the Dream Team. Apologies for that. They managed to get control of the point early on. They only managed to get 20%, as throughout all of that they were really losing the fight. They're going to be trying to take this backside now, trying to make their way onto the point. And I forgot to mention, but Cutesocks are playing triple DPS, so Azza actually taken down very, very early. Very nice. Oh my god. Very nice anti-heal into a Deadeye there. Deadeye double kill for Cookie. Very nicely played by Cutesocks. The sound barrier committed as well to confirm the team fight win, as Shulman is cleaning up on his Tracer. And a very convincing fight there by Cutesocks. And they, as I said, they were running 3 triple DPS, so it's good to see a bit of flexibility here from Cutesocks. We haven't seen them run this composition before. And the single tank, Nathorn has a lot of pressure on his shoulders running this tank, but he's managing to pull it out here on Lijiang Tower as the members of the Dream Team filing onto the point now. The Riptire is put out, but he gets Nathorn actually there in the end, and managing to save that. And Otten dashing through Shulman to confirm the late kill. Hazard, the only one really left alive, he's going to get taken down. And that's going to be a point switch there for the Dream Team. Only 78% they're taken by Cutesocks, so not able to get to that magical 99%, which will ensure one team fight win is a map victory. And let's see. Shulman is actually putting pressure on the cap right now. They're forcing a lot of members of Dream Team back, but unfortunately Cutesocks aren't really taking advantage of it. They're going to go through the same direction, and that they're now getting onto the point that the Dragon Blade out for Otten. He gets Noxious in the backline. Chun-Li finishes off that McCree as well, and unfortunately Cutesocks is at a huge disadvantage here. They're going to be pushed back, and Munchki jumping off the map there to reset. Well, unfortunately, that was a very nice bait there from Shulman on the Tracer, that he managed to pull back, I think, 4 members of Dream Team back to the point to try and, with that cap pressure. But Cutesocks curiously decided to go through the same direction as well. With like, they baited Dream Team into defending one location and decided to just meet them head on, which is weird. Chun-Li with that flying Riptire, trying to do whatever he can. In fact, I don't think he's still alive. He's gonna come back again, and he gets the kill onto Noxious. And meanwhile, Vinny Lu has dived onto the members of Cutesocks, confirming 2 kills. And well, Hazza is on the point, trying to do what he can, but he's taken down. The Deadeye being deflected there. Cookie getting killed by his own Deadeye, and we're into overtime now. And the Transcendent's out to try and confirm this map victory. Noxious jumping off the point accidentally, I would have to say, probably. And the sound barrier coming out now for the Dream Team. This will probably be a team fight, a map win, and it is the first round of Lijiang Tower going to the Dream Team. And I have to say the Cutesocks had some pretty nice ideas there, but unfortunately the Dream Team with that Junkrat actually doing a lot of work. And you can see probably Cutesocks a bit unaccustomed to playing this triple DPS composition, but they're trying something new. And it did work out for them initially. And no, they're going to switch back now, it looks like. Hazza is going to switch onto the D.Va, and they're going to keep the Tracer and McCree to try and shut down the composition of Dream Team. Free saying, play 5 support and Torben will let you in. Well, not sure that's going to happen, but see the Dream Team filing in onto the point. They're first to get it, first to get on there. But of course, the Cutesocks trying to do what they can. They have a bit more of a pick-oriented composition rather than a spamming one like the Dream Team does. Dream Team definitely excelling with their composition on defense, but the kills being traded out and gets taken down with Chun-Li getting the kill onto that Lucio as well. Meanwhile, Flipjack taking out that Diva and Vinny Lu finishing her off as well. Nice sleep there onto Lun, but unfortunately damage has already been done. And that's something that really Cutesocks can't afford with the composition they have. They can't get into an extended poke war with the Dream Team because they just have too much spam damage coming through with that Junkrat. And the Soldier as well, much better at focusing down shields than the McCree that the Cutesocks have. So what they need to do is some creative flanking or using that Tracer a little bit effectively to try and draw members of Dream Team into awkward situations, and it looks like it's going to be a bit of a long flank this time, going through that. In fact, they're going to switch spawns. The flashbang goes on Chun-Li, but he's not able to confirm that kill. And now the dive coming through for Cutesocks, but unfortunately they're in a very bad position. The Riptide taking out two, but Shaman getting 2 kills, but unfortunately the damage has already been done. Nathan also getting booped off the map, and Vinny Lu finishing off Hazard there late will mean a very, very dominant team fight win there for Dream Team. And unfortunately it's just not quite working for Cutesocks right now. It's very hard to play McCree. Well, the way they're playing the McCree Tracer is very hard to win against the Junkrat and the Soldier that they Dream Team have, and the way that they're concentrating their defense as well. As the Pulse Bomb goes out and kills Chun-Li and D-Mex. This could be their chance as the Transcendency is popped for Flipjack to keep him alive and keep the members of their team alive. Nathan taking out Otten there, and the triple kill coming out from Cookie there on that Deadeye, with that Deadeye I should say, finishing off Vinny Lu as well. In fact, I believe that was a Electric Cowboy, and very well played there. Cutesocks managing to pull it out there, committing a couple of ults, and they still have that sound barrier left. So sound barrier, the self-destruct is now online as well, and they have that primal rage, so they're in a good position here as only the sound barrier really of consequence for the Dream Team available. They do have that self-destruct as well as the dive now comes in, but a very nice anti-heal grenade coming through, and Nathorn capitalizing on that to take down Chun-Li. Vinny's taken very low and finished off by Nathorn as Cookie as well, sorry. And meanwhile the healers are also getting taken down, and only the Diva and Zenyatta left. They don't last very long, and the reset comes through now for Nathan getting a very late DMAC onto Briefing, and he's gonna get staggered. That is brutal, I have to say. That's gonna eat another 20 seconds or so from the time that, oh, probably 10 seconds, 15 seconds or so from the time that Dream Team have to try and pull this point back into their possession. And well, now Cutesocks closing in on 70% capture of this control point, and they've now grouped up. The Dream Team have now grouped up. They're going to be moving in through main, but Shaman meanwhile is behind, and he takes out Chun-Li with that pulse bomb. The sound barrier did not get him, and the Deadeye again from Cookie getting both the healers. Otten trying to do what he can. He dashes through Shaman, but unfortunately there's a huge man advantage now for Dream Team, and he takes down Briefly as well. Mercifully, you'd have to say. They could probably bully him some more. Chun-Li's now meanwhile getting bullied by Hazza, and the Dragon Blade comes out. The Otten getting that kill onto Noxious very, very early on, but the self-destruct from Hazza on the point, getting 2 kills as they're forced to contest to try and keep that overtime going. And Vinny with the Primal Rage taking out Munsky, but he's trying to do whatever he can to keep this overtime going. There's 99% on the cap meter for Cutesocks, and in fact Cookie getting the final 2 kills with the help of that Pulse Bomb from Shaman. And well, that's going to be a round win there for Cutesocks. Very well played by them to pull it back after getting taken to 91%. Well, once again, Dream Team have an opportunity here. It's now the third map. I believe we're still going to best of 5. I keep forgetting. So, couple more maps. Still even on Lijiang Tower as we go on to Control Center. This is a map that's a bit better for McCree actually. The other two maps not as good. This map a bit more tight, close quarters. McCree's flashbang could be very, very good here, but of course also good for that Reaper as we see Otten switch over onto it and Chun-Li on that Junkrat once again can wreak a lot of havoc on this map. As we see Dream Team trying to take that high ground push, and well, Cutesocks have figured it out. Nathan and Hazard dive together to try and get that early damage through before they come onto the point. Briefly taken very low. He's taken out of his mech, and very nicely they're onto Vinny. I have to say, Munchkin has really been landing those sleeve guards today. He's taken down to half health, but no one's really focusing him. But it doesn't matter because meanwhile they're killing all the healers. So well, that's one way to do it. Cutesocks with the resounding teamfight win there, losing none of their players actually. So very nicely played. Cookie's flashbang doing a lot of work, and well, Dream Team have to regroup and try again. As we see Vinny trying to chase that Tracer back. He's pretty much all by himself. I'm not sure what he can really get here, but now the Anna and the rest of his team actually are there to help him out. And well, we'll see what happens as we see Chun-Li taking out Shaman actually on that Tracer. So that's a interesting way to die as Tracer getting hit by a stray bomb, as we see the Tenai once again coming in from the high ground by Cookie, getting a double kill, and Hazard finishing off Brief's mech. And well, unfortunately they had an opportunity there with Shaman getting taken down early as the Nano Boost comes out onto Naphon, and he's cleaning up there with that Tesla gun. They had an opportunity, they got the first pick, but unfortunately they weren't able to convert it into a team fight win. It's unfortunate. I think they stuck around a little bit too long. They weren't decisive on that dive and tried to poke for a little bit too long. Should have just probably dived into Cookie, who was outside the point on that high ground. And well, so we see Dream Team once again trying to go through that backside, and they make it through onto the point, but the members of Cutesocks have got a very nice concave going. Naphon diving through Shaman, getting the stick onto Love, and the Reaper nano boosted, the Beyblade coming through but not getting anything, unfortunately completely denied by the D.Va defense matrix. Vinny popping that primary rage, he gets Munchki, but meanwhile Shaman and Hazard are doing a lot of work with the help of his flashbang as well. And well, the DPS really coming through now. Lund manages to get 2 late kills there with the rockets on the Cookie as well, but unfortunately he's very, very low, and Chun-Li is the only one on the point. Otten desperately trying to come back on that Tracer now. Chun-Li's taking a lot of time to die actually. He finally gets taken out, but Otten and Flipjack are now back, and now the tank line is back for Dream Team as the fight is still going. Otten getting that kill onto Hazard's Baby D.Va form, and the self-destruct is now out for Briefree. He gets Cookie there, but not before Cookie gets the kill onto Flipjack, so still very, very even. The Prime Rage now out for Naphon. He's going to be batting Lon around, and he gets the kill. And now the members of Cutesocks have a bit of a man advantage. The Boostio actually coming through. Noxious getting Vinny. And well, that's a bit of a mistake, but I think it's probably going to work out for Cutesocks in the end. As the only members alive, Baby D.Va, a Tracer, and a Zenyatta. Naphon is zapping them all to their deaths. And well, the attack visor desperately popped out for London, gets nothing, completely zoned out, and that's going to be another round win for for Cutesocks. So well played there. I think that was 99-0 in fact, so dominant display. And well, Well, it looks like we're probably going to see something different from Dream Team here as we head back onto Night Market. And it's going to be the Roadhog for Changlu. We haven't seen much of Roadhog since the changes. But I wouldn't be surprised if they pull it out here. Roadhog is a bit stronger than he used to be. Quite a lot stronger, actually. But whether I would pick him over Zarya or D.Va, still a little bit undecided on that. Jury's still out. But a Flipjack actually on this Mercy now. Try and get that res through into damage boost Otten. And meanwhile, same composition for Cutesocks. We see the dive going through and Nox is getting that early kill onto Otten. Those left clicks very nicely played by him. And I'm afraid that Dream Team is letting Napon do so much work. He's zapping pretty much everyone of the Dream Team with that Tesla gun at the same time, and he's already got a Primal Rage. Before the first fight is even over, he's already got a Primal Rage. Now that's how you know your positioning is a little bit off as a team, I have to say. They're just feeding ult charge to Napon so easily. And Haza doing a very, very nice job of protecting him as well with that defense matrix, so a bit of credit has to go to him as well. And well, first cap going to Cutesocks. And they have an overwhelming ult advantage. Pulse Bomb comes out for Shulman, but doesn't manage to get anything. I think that's stuck onto the Winston shield. And well, the Primal Rage now out for Napon. He's trying to get some opportunistic knocks off the edge. He's batting Otten around on that soldier, but the whole hog actually getting Munchki there in the back, and Napon jumps onto Otten as well, gets him down, and the self-destruct comes out, but meanwhile Shulman in the back line wreaking havoc together with Cookie. And well, I have to say, Napon finishing off Briefree's baby D.Va, and Changli is the only one left. The double res, but I'm not really still under a well, actually the Samberry now goes down. They now have 6 people on the point, so this could actually work. But and Otten getting the first kill onto Munchki as well, but Napon answering back, and Cookie getting the kill onto Otten. And now the Primal Rage out for Vinny. He's trying to bash people off that edge, but he's not really getting anything. Meanwhile, Cookie and Shaman in the backline trying to do whatever they can, and Chungli is forced to reset, and the Dream Team have been battered back. And well, that res was quite... I thought that res was actually, it was reasonably well timed. It was very opportunistic, but in the end it didn't work out. The members of Cutesocks managing to disengage, wait for that sound barrier to come out as the tac visors now out for Otten. He gets a very onto Shaman, but the nano boost now out onto Napon, who has yet another Primal Rage. Seems like he has one every single fight, and he gets Chungli with that nano boost on him as well. And Otten meanwhile getting 3 kills, clutching it out at the end, and I think this might be the Dream Team's opportunity to get a point switch, as Shaman is desperately trying to do what he can there in the backline, but unfortunately him and Hazard are the only 2 really left alive on the point, and this is probably going to be a point switch for Dream Team, but unfortunately it was in overtime, so the Cutesocks have to be pretty happy with that. They managed to push it to 99 quite easily, and Shaman is coming back with a Pulse Bomb to open up the fight, so we'll see whether this comes through. The Dream Team only have 1 ult available, but Lun is very, very close to that sound barrier. If Cutesocks push now, they can get a very nice timing before that sound barrier comes out. If Shaman manages to get that pick with that Pulse Bomb, as we see while Shaman gets trapped by the Junkrat, that's not a way to get a pick, definitely. That's very unfortunate there for him. The sleep onto Briefer is good, but Chungli meanwhile getting a pick onto Napon as well. Riptire comes out, doesn't manage to get anything, but unfortunately the man disadvantage for Cutesocks will probably mean they'll be well served resetting right now, as Munchki is hanging around, but he's going to get taken out very late, and that's going to delay their push even further and feed 4 ults to Dream Team. So I'm not sure about, they probably stuck around too long, and Nox is getting killed very, very late. I mean, another 15 to 20 seconds off that clock. So well, Dream Team, they still have a very good opportunity here. They're gonna have to fight through a sound barrier, a resurrect, and a tac visor, as well as a self-destruct, which will probably attempt to zone him out. And Munchie getting taken down by Zhongli, a stray bomb hitting him, it looks like. And that's very unfortunate there. And Cutesocks will have to wait until the flex heal comes back online. But it's getting into dangerous territory now for Cutesocks. The Dream Team are up to 90%, and they're quickly running out of time to try and flip this point back. And Shaman gets a double kill there with the pulse bomb. That's what they needed. And the sound barrier out desperately onto the members of Dream Team, but the nano onto Napon. Otten popping that tech visor, getting Munchkie there in the backline. That could be a crucial kill, but now the double kill coming through, and the Four has a self-destruct and the sound barrier for Cutesocks as well, keeping everyone alive. The res coming through onto 3 members. The Junkrat Riptide getting noxious. This could be a pretty even fight, but the Deadeye in the backline. Flipjack getting taken down by that, but once again, there's ults being traded out. Vinny has that prime rage. He gets his opposite Winston, and in fact, Cutesocks is completely taken down, and Dream Team actually get that round win. So I thought with that double kill, that was definitely going to be a point switch to Cutesocks. I thought they were definitely going to take it, but unfortunately, that clutch res came through from Clipjack that was very, very well timed, and gave them just enough of an advantage. So they managed to finish off those remaining members. Actually, Otten with attack buzz there as well, getting a crucial kill early on in the fight to try and even things up. And well, this map has definitely proven to be a lot closer than a lot of people expected. 2-2, and we're down to round 5 on Lijiang Tower, which will be on Gardens once again. And Otten, actually, this time is going to be running that Vara. So we'll see whether this comes into play. Cutesocks are going to be sticking with that same composition. They're not going to go back to that triple DPS they ran the first time, as we see Cutesocks trying to go through that backside. And well, Otten is completely uncontested, raining a shitload of damage there onto the healers. That's definitely not going well, but Cookie does get the first DMAC onto Briefree, so this could be the opportunity to push in. But Lun getting the kill onto Naphon actually, and first cap goes to the Dream Team as Munchkie is taken down very, very low there by Chung Lee. And unfortunately, I don't think this is really working. Cutesocks once again going for those extended spamming long-range fights to try and get those picks. I'm not sure that's really wise. They want to be more aggressive, more flanking with that Tracer as the dive comes through. And Cookie gets an early kill there onto Chung Lee, but the Soundberry down for the Dream Team to try and keep everyone alive, actually for both teams in fact. And Briefree getting the DMAC onto Hazard, trying to keep things even, and Otten getting that rocket onto Shaman to finish him off. Naphon answering back, and now the Prime Rage is out for Vinny. He gets Munchkie, and the barrage is out, doesn't get anything. In fact, he kills himself, I believe, on that Winston shield. And well, the kills are now going all the way off the Dream Team, unfortunately. And it's going to be difficult for Cutesocks to pull things back now. Shaman has switched over onto that Soldier, and Naphon getting that late kill on Winston as well. Shaman taking out that Riptide, very well done from him. And now the Prime Rage is out for Naphon. Naphon trying to do whatever he can. He's clutching it out here at the end, trying to get a point switch. But meanwhile, the point is ticking up for the Dream Team, who still have control. The Deadeye gets that Mercy, but not before she reses up 2 members. Sorry, 1 member, I believe. And now Cutesocks have an advantage. Chung Lee is taken down very low. He's taken out, and Naphon doing his work. The self-destruct out to try and zone people out, trying to get that point to 99 before they're forced to back away. And it's now up to 92, so they're almost there, but now the kills come through, and they're forced to reset, and 94% is what the number will be. But I have to say, Dream Team are probably pretty happy with that. They did, that was an expensive stagger there at the end. Munchkie did manage to charge up an nano boost through that, and Noxious a sound barrier as well. But as the dive comes through now for Dream Team, and Changli getting a very early pick there onto Noxious, briefly following it up, the Shaman popping that tech visor, getting the answering kills, and in fact he's in the back line, he's uncontested, and he's dealing a lot of damage here, but the Primal Rage coming out now for Vinny as well, and Shaman getting the D-Mech and the Dragon Blade out now for Oddity, gets Noxious in the end, and still kills being traded out, still a very even fight, and well, Changli though is doing so much where he gets 2 kills, and the Riptire as well, gets it off just before he dies, and well, it doesn't get anything about, actually sorry, not before he dies, before the point is flipped. Flipjack on that Mercy getting the kill onto Noxious there at the end, and meanwhile Nathon trying to do whatever he can, but it's not enough, and the teamfight win goes to Dream Team. Munchkie desperately is the last one left on, trying to keep overtime alive. A very nice anti-heal there onto 5 members, he's still alive! And Noxious is now back, and so is Shaman. Lon gets the kill onto Munchkie in the end, but Hazard answers back. And Nathon is now back, the rest comes through, so there is an advantage here, but the sound barrier as well will probably ensure that Dream Team have enough here to zone members of Cutesocks off, and the Deadeye comes through with a kill onto Flipjack, but there's an overwhelming man advantage here. The Riptide also coming down, and actually Dream Team winning control, winning 2 maps, their first 2 maps of this season. Very well played by them. No one would have really predicted that before this match started, and Cookie takes play of the game here for that Deadeye, but well, story here is the Dream Team. They seem to have picked up the game and managed to get a well-deserved 2 map wins and a match win actually against Cutesocks, against the 2nd ranked side in this competition. Definitely a big upset coming through there in this match, but well, very well played by both teams as well. As Checkers with the nice meme, I used to be a Cutesock, but now that's just a dream. Well, definitely a huge upset there, but we're going to have a little bit of a break, I think, before our next match. Or we might actually, because looking at the time, we might start that pretty quickly, actually. So, but we'll probably be about 5 minutes, I'd say, before the next match starts, which will be YOLO versus Bjorn to win. And this is the match we're all waiting for, really. The 2 probably highest rated, although YOLO is 3rd on the leaderboard, the 2 strongest teams, I would say, in this competition, fighting it out in our last round robin matches before playoffs next week. So we'll see whether we manage to get an invite for the 2nd match and how soon it'll start, but it might be a couple of minutes. So we'll see you back when that starts.